We are going to fix the foundations. We've got to do it at speed, and I'm determined to have the right people in the right places to allow us to get on with that job. I'm enormously aware of how big a task this is and how we have to move at pace.
Keir Starmer, once expected to lead the United Kingdom through significant challenges, is now facing the risk of political collapse. Voter support is plummeting, and the latest numbers reveal a sharp decline in confidence in him. Could policy missteps and controversial decisions be pushing the Labour Party into a corner? In today's video, we'll dive deeper into the reasons behind this crisis and predict what might happen next. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any important updates. Currently, things are not looking good for Keir Starmer and his Labour government. According to the latest survey from YouGov, Labour's disapproval rating has soared to 57%, while its approval rating has plummeted to just 18%. This is the largest gap between the two figures since the final days of the previous Conservative government. The decline in support is not only due to unpopular political decisions, but also a series of contentious domestic and international events. From riots to accusations of two-tier policing policies, Labour has been facing criticism from all sides. Furthermore, the cuts to winter fuel payments have left many people, especially low-income families who are already under financial strain, feeling frustrated. In addition to domestic issues, Labour is also at risk of losing control on the international stage. Keir Starmer's decision to hand over the Chagos Islands to Mauritius has sparked significant controversy, particularly as this move could weaken the UK's influence in the Indian Ocean region and potentially open the door for China to step in. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson didn't hesitate to criticise the decision, calling it nonsensical in a recent interview. One of Keir Starmer's most controversial decisions in recent times is the handover of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. This is a strategic archipelago located in the Indian Ocean, where the UK has maintained control for decades. The transfer was made to right past wrongs, along with a financial support package, according to a statement from the Foreign Office under David Lammy's leadership. However, this decision has been harshly criticised by political figures, including former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Johnson argued that losing the Chagos Islands would be a disaster for the UK's international standing. It not only represents the loss of an important territory, but also raises the risk of allowing China to extend its influence in the region. China has been taking steps to expand its presence in the Indian Ocean through port construction and infrastructure projects in nearby countries, and the UK's loss of the Chagos Islands could create a security void in the area. Many analysts suggest that this decision may be part of a broader strategy to improve diplomatic relations with African nations, but the cost to the UK might be too high. Trading off part of its territory for diplomatic gains, especially at a time when China is expanding its presence in Africa, is a risky move. In addition to domestic and international issues, the Labour Party is also facing a debate over the legalisation of assisted dying. Kim Leadbeater, the MP for Spen Valley, has introduced a private member's bill aimed at legalising voluntary assisted dying for those nearing the end of their lives. The bill has garnered support from some members of the Labour Party, including Keir Starmer, who has previously expressed his agreement with the idea. Kim Leadbeater emphasised that everyone should have the right to decide on their own life and death, especially in cases where illnesses are no longer treatable. However, the bill has also faced significant opposition, with critics arguing that legalising assisted dying could lead to abuse and undue pressure on vulnerable individuals. Starmer has committed to allowing a free vote on the issue in Parliament, and this could potentially become a major shift in Labour's healthcare policy if it is passed. However, with deep divisions within the political arena and society on this matter, the path to turning the bill into law remains a long and uncertain one. While the Labour Party is grappling with crises on multiple fronts, a new scandal has emerged, with reports that businesses were invited to attend a breakfast meeting with Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds for a fee of up to $30,000. According to reports, attendees at this breakfast were offered the opportunity to take a photo with Reynolds for $15,000 and could select other attendees to join the meeting for $30,000. This incident has sparked a wave of criticism from the public and Labour's political opponents, who accused the party of using cash for access to gain business favours. It has further fueled accusations regarding the transparency and ethics of Labour's operations. Reynolds later stated that he was unaware of the event and would not be attending, but the scandal has tarnished Labour's public image. Political opponents have seized on the incident, accusing Labour of corruption and failing to uphold political ethics. Moreover, this incident is not just a personal scandal, but also highlights broader concerns about the intersection of politics and business in the United Kingdom. According to a report from the Standards in Public Life Committee, there has been a significant increase in lobbying activities in recent years, leading to the need for a review of the current regulations on political funding. Some analysts have pointed out that this scandal could further damage public trust in politicians, especially in a context where citizens are increasingly concerned about transparency and ethics in public administration. According to a YouGov survey, approximately 78% of the British public believe that there is too much influence from large corporations in politics, and 65% think that the current regulations are insufficient to ensure transparency in political financing. Furthermore, this crisis comes at a time when the Labour Party is trying to rebuild its image after years of criticism. This scandal has undermined their efforts to present themselves as a more reliable alternative to the Conservative Party, especially as internal troubles and policy issues continue to weigh heavily on them. Ultimately, this scandal not only reflects the internal problems of the Labour Party, but also raises a larger question about how politicians can ensure transparency and fairness in their political activities. The public is seeking leaders who can protect the public interest without being influenced by private business interests. This is a crucial moment for the Labour Party to re-evaluate its approach and work towards restoring public trust. Given the current situation, not only the Labour Party, but the entire political system needs to question the principles and values they represent. How can we ensure that political decisions are not influenced by large corporate donations? This will be the central question that politicians and voters need to confront in the coming years. Meanwhile, Prince Harry has made a special visit to South Africa to urge global leaders to create opportunities for young people to participate in important international decisions. Harry participated in a roundtable discussion with business leaders and strategic partners, where he emphasized the importance of listening to the voices of youth, especially from developing countries. Prince Harry's message is very clear. Global issues need to be addressed at the regional level, and young people must be empowered to participate in this process. Harry's trip is not only part of his charitable campaign, but also a strong call to international leaders to pay more attention to addressing social and economic issues in developing countries. Harry's presence in South Africa also raises many questions about the role of the British royal family in international issues. Although he is no longer a formal member of the royal family, Harry still plays an important role in promoting charitable activities and advocating for global change. He is committed, along with the organisation Centre Bale, which he co-founded, to addressing issues related to HIV/AIDS among youth in Africa, highlighting his focus on important health and social issues. This visit has also garnered attention from international media, with many articles pointing out that Harry's dedication to charitable work and the protection of youth rights could enhance his influence on the global stage. By using his platform to convey the necessity of listening to young voices, Harry not only reflects personal responsibility, but also represents a broader change in how leaders perceive the role of youth in global politics. From Keir Starmer and the Labour Party facing declining support to controversies surrounding the Chagos Islands and the assisted dying bill, it is evident that the Labour Party is grappling with numerous challenges. Meanwhile, scandals surrounding the business breakfast and allegations of cash for access further tarnish the image of Starmer's government. In this situation, both internally within the Labour Party and among public opinion, there is a growing loss of trust in his leadership abilities. The question arises, can Keir Starmer and the Labour Party overcome these challenges, or will they continue to sink deeper into scandals and failures? In this political context, the Labour Party is not only dealing with internal issues, but is also affected by international factors. The decision regarding the Chagos Islands could have far-reaching implications, not only for the government's reputation, but also for the UK's position on the international stage. On the other hand, reform initiatives such as the Assisted Dying Bill, despite receiving some support, still provoke societal divisions. This issue raises many questions about how the Labour government is running the country and the policy choices they will make in the future. Meanwhile, Prince Harry's role on the international stage, especially concerning youth issues, serves as a reminder of the importance of listening to and empowering young people in political decision-making. The messages Harry conveys are not only significant in South Africa, but also serve as a global call. We need to create an environment where everyone, especially the youth, can contribute to addressing social and economic challenges. What are your thoughts on the issues we discussed today? Please leave your comments below and share your thoughts with us. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest videos from us about the political situation in the UK and around the world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.